Well, it's time to get my tobacco seeds started again. So what I did this year, I took a handful, well not a handful, I had just a pinch, maybe I had a half a gram or something, a little pinch of seeds from last year's plants, and I threw them all in this spot in the garden, and I had, I don't know, well, this is going to be 72, and there's probably another 20, 30, so I had about 100 of them come up in this little area. And fortunately, they came up there. Some other places I threw them, they didn't, but in one place they did. So I've grown them up. You can see they're not, okay, I'm going to try to get a set of scale here. Here's that little tiny end of my pipe. And you can see how small those guys are. And some of these ones that we planted 2 days ago in here, those are 1 inch containers there in the starter holes. And some of those, when we put them in, I had one that didn't make it, but almost all of them did. Even the tiniest little guys. That little tiny guy, he made it, and he's going to do it. They're really pretty tough. I mean, really kind of tough, because you know, pulling those seedlings apart and getting them into the hole, well, it's a matter of, I'll take a little stick like that and I'll ream it around and around and make a little hole like that, and then I'll go over there and I'll grab a little guy. I'm trying to get him loose from his dirt there a little bit and pick him up by his head there. And you can see a little tiny root down on that thing. And get it down into that hole. It's kind of like planting a tree, except on a miniature scale. I'm going to tuck that dirt in a little bit around there, up around like that. All tucked in real nice. Now, in this spray container here, I mixed up some seaweed, some liquid seaweed, and you just put enough in there to make it like dark iced tea. You don't have to worry about what they say on the bottle. Just make it look like dark iced tea. And I pump that up a little bit, and I set it down on a tiny bit of I loosen it up just a hair, so when I squeeze it I get, whoop, I'm gonna have to really use my thumb there to really control it. But I can take that little guy and do a couple drops of water around him like that. Get down there and tuck it in a little bit. Well, it looks like he's going to do, let's see, where am I at here? Looks like I need one here. Go around and around and around. Kick that little stick out of the way. Get out of the way there. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here and get me another little teeny tiny little sprout. Kind of jiggle him out of his dirt there. I'm going to pick him up by his hair, by the head there. I'm going to go down here to that hole. Set that little root down in there. Now, sometimes I want a little dirt to fill in that little hole like that, so I've got some, just mix of a compost and some yard dirt and some compost and stuff, just so I've got a little something. I use that basket, that's real nice for shaking that around, getting that fine stuff. Sometimes I'll take a little pinch of that fine stuff and get down there and fill that hole up. Yeah. Put a little extra in there. I get my little dripper, drip it down on there a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to do that about, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one down in there. 5. There's probably another couple buried. Yeah, 6. I'll have another 6. And I'll go over there and grab a few more. And these little guys will be precious. Now that seaweed, root development. It's got those hormones in it, growth hormones, root development, and the trace minerals for all your general stamina, health, sugar content, insect resistance, freeze resistance, drought resistance, all that from the seaweed. So seaweed goes on everything. And yeah, good luck with your crops out there. It's still not too late to throw down some seeds. You know, this stuff, once it gets kicking, boom, they move out.